What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jake Shavink here, and Malik Heath has been one of the surprising standouts for the Green Bay Packers this preseason. An undrafted free agent out of Mississippi, played with Jonathan Mingo down there. Didn't really get as much notice as Mingo, of course, but is a pretty darn good player in his own right, and he's definitely shown that in this preseason so far. So today, we're going to take a look at the film from him so far against the Bengals and Patriots, and at the end kind of discuss if he is in fact a roster lock in a young, talented receiver room. So, off to the film. Let's take a look at Malik Heath. All right, guys, here we go into the film room, taking a look at Malik Heath. It might feel like it's a preseason greatest hits for Heath in the film room here, but we'll definitely talk about some limitations as well. First rep is just a simple curl route here on the outside, bottom of your screen. And he's got separation. Sinks the hips, gets out of the break pretty efficiently, and he's got enough separation. But he's not complacent. He's not satisfied with that amount of separation. Good job taking a couple steps. Go attack the ball. Come back to it. Not a lot of receivers do that. Some just kind of wait for it. Heath does a great job there, making sure that he is the only one who's going to catch that football. Really like what I've seen on the dig routes from Heath. I think he keeps it pretty tight on the speed turn here. You're going to lose a few yards of depth, but he keeps it tight on the line, and I think that's what's important. And now, as a receiver, can you affect the game post-catch? I think that's very important in this day and age, especially. Heath, as he catches the ball, very cognizant of where defenders are, especially this guy, this linebacker. Looking to make the first defender miss. What do you have to do? You got to make an adjustment to come back towards the line of scrimmage. Not always advised, but here does a great job. Makes the first defender miss, and then climbs back, gets upfield for an extra few once he does that. Love catch to attack transition like that, and love guys who are very cognizant and aware of where defenders are at. Here again, simply, it's a curl route. Good job sinking the hips, getting out of the break quickly. And I think with him, he does take a few steps too many, and some of the best obviously are going to do that in 2 to 3 steps. He's getting there a little bit later than that, especially on this one here, this deeper one. You saw a lot of steps there. And I remember talking about this with Christian Watson as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That type of stuff probably won't fly, especially when coverage is tighter against zone like this. It'll work, especially when he can come back and attack the ball, which he does very well. But it's something that he's going to have to keep improving upon to really have sustained success in the league. Here, again, dig route, really nice. This is really nice. Extend out of your frame, hands catch, survive a hit really to the arms. Once you've extended outside your frame with a good hands catch, surviving contact, big over the middle of the field, big by the receiver, have to do that, but love the ability to extend out of his frame to make a catch like that. Now the last one, a keeper for Clifford. Man brings the lunch pail to work. Man is ready as a blocker. Just drives Marvell Tell basically out of the play, draws a penalty on top of it. Nice, added 15 bonus. He brings that as a run blocker, and in this day and age in offenses, a lot of them at least, that are going to require that from receivers to get playing time. Malik Heath does that very well, and that was a great example of how tenacious he can be as a blocker. Once again, how can you operate post-catch to help the offense go? Second down here, the sticks. Catches the ball, knows the defender's on his back, crashing probably in towards the middle of the field. Great job feeling that. Sink the hips, reduce the surface area for which you can be tackled, and get off that first initial defender. Make the first man miss any way you can. And what a nose for the first down marker. Great awareness to pick that up as well. Little sluggo here. And he does get the defender to bite a little, but it's a one-step kind of sluggo. Defender's kind of just squatting and sort of waiting for him. I think it's not bad. He does get the eyes there, but he's very quick to do it. And with the one step, I think defenders are going to notice this. He's not overly fast, right? He's not the speed threat on offense. They feel like they can bite on this a little bit just in case and be able to recover. Does so here. There's not a lot of space to work with. Credit Heath, drew a penalty, but a good job actually attacking the ball in the air. Just didn't come down with it after getting contacted. So, going to work towards the sideline here. kind of looks like an out, but I think it looks like an out. Could have been a corner route that I think maybe he just smartly bends this off, knowing where defenders are at. Could correct me if I'm wrong on this, but it looks like flats and corner routes to each side. And I think maybe he just kind of bends this out, knowing I've got space. Did a good job with that step at the top of this route as well. That little jab, get the defender at least thinking about where you're going, kept the two-way go in play. I think does a great job. Again, the feel for zone, go up and attack the ball, good body control, ability to toe tap, hang on through contact. Very good rep all around. Little 5-step, maybe 7-step slant here. Ball's on its way before he turns. Nice little hand-eye coordination there. Bottom of your screen for the last one. Gain ground as much as you can. Jab step there. Stayed patient in the stem. Going to handle a jam. Going to get that arm over the top. Didn't disrupt really a lot of timing there. Clifford kind of lays this out. There's a lot of defenders in the area. Kind of a lollipop here. Way to go attack the ball in the air for Heath. Don't leave any doubt if that was going to be an interception or not. He made it his own. He went and got it. Made sure it was an 80-20 ball. So Malik Heath, really impressive so far through 2 games. Can tell that he is giving his all to make sure he makes this roster. Going to be interesting if the Packers keep 6 or 7 receivers. Right now, obviously, you have the 2022 guys, Watson, Dobbs, and Toure, all locks to make the roster. Obviously, Dobbs and Watson are going to be major contributors. Toure on special teams as a returner. He's got the speed, of course, to add to the offense. And then you have Reed and Wicks, who are probably both pretty much guaranteed as well. I know Wicks has battled some injuries, hasn't been out there as much, but he blocks as well. Pretty good separate. And then you have Reed, who's probably locked into the slot. So that's 6th spot between Heath, Grant Dubose, and Bo Melton. Does Heath have the edge? It feels like he does right now. I think Dubose is probably someone who could come back on the practice squad, even as a draft pick. We'll see if the Packers go that route. They usually like to keep draft picks. So it'll be interesting. And Bo Melton was a special teams guy who really hasn't shown much this preseason. So is he a lock? No, but Malik Heath is trending in the right direction to make this team. And maybe, even if he doesn't, might come back on the practice squad. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on Malik Heath. If you did, drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Plenty more film room content for the Packers and other things in the future. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Farewell.